What were the causes of the Dungan Revolt, 1862 to 1877, in China, that occurred against the Qing dynasty? How did Shuo Zhongtang manage to suppress this revolt? So Shuo Zhongtang was the Qing Empire's principal general who fought against the people who caused the revolt. What was this Dungan Revolt? So you have the Taiping Rebellion that is now in its last phase, and then you have a Dungan Revolt that starts. The Taiping Rebellion was in the southeast of China. The Dungan Revolt was in the northwest of China. Totally different, like diametrically opposite places, right? The Dungan Revolt is also called the Hui Muslim Rebellion. It was the attempt by Muslims in present-day Xinjiang and also other provinces. Xinjiang came in later. Other provinces of China, western provinces, northern western provinces of China, the Muslims who lived there, they wanted to establish a new empire there, right? And it all started with massacres of Han Chinese by the Hui Muslims. So the Hui Muslims started this revolt against the country, against the empire. They started by massacring lots and lots of Han Chinese civilians. And then the Han Chinese started, organizing, and they fought back. And that's how the whole revolt started. And there were suspicions that the Taiping Rebellion had a role. The rebels of the Taiping Rebellion, the leaders, possibly may have had a role in assisting the Hui Muslims who were revolting also by 1862. So they wanted to create a separate emirate or kingdom carved out of Chinese territory, and that's what was the cause of the Dungan Revolt or Hui Muslim Revolt. And Shuo Zhongtang, he played a sophisticated game. Obviously, he did use military force, very powerful, very organized military force. He had a pretty modernized military for that time, very well organized, very disciplined, very professional. So he took that into the battlefield on lots of occasions. Lots of battles happened against the Hui Muslims, and he crushed them. But he also played a political game in which he gave some inducements to some factions of the Hui Muslims to come on the Chinese side, and they would be elevated to high positions and given various inducements. So by that game of divide and rule, that strategy, he was able to weaken the rebellion, and eventually he was able to defeat it militarily. Once again, tremendous death toll, 10-20 million. Very easily that sort of death toll happened, and entire provinces were like 60-70% depopulated because of this. So the Chinese faced two rebellions, one after the other. There was a period where both were happening at the same time. And this caused a great amount of weakening of the Qin Empire, which eventually fell around 1911 or something.